Susan and Angus, then and now. It is 1965. This is where you live. You're sitting in a chair with your oldest sister, Susan. She's 13 and you're a year old. It's the middle of her first year at Tappan Junior High. You're close to Susan. She holds you, tells you things, plays with you, puts curlers in your hair. But you're just a baby and you have no idea what she's going through. Your family's Tappan era, the 15 years it took the seven of you to get through junior high, starts with Susan. Decades later, she'll say, I had no idea what was going to happen to me. She sensed right away that she'd entered a new world. Everyone was watching everyone else and trying to put everyone down. She'll say, I came to my locker one morning, and there were these three boys, and when I came up, they started saying, Oh, Woodward, you're so beautiful. Woodward, will you marry me? And things like that. And I just tried to ignore them, and I got my stuff out of the locker, and I think I tried to avoid the locker as much as possible after that, because their lockers were right there. At the end of the day, Susan hurries home to throw herself on the bed and cry. After school the next day, she cries again till her eyes feel dissolved. No one notices as far as she can tell, and she does not want them to. Her secret crying goes on and on for weeks, muffled by the pillow on her bed in the room she shares with Sarah. Sarah notices Susan's behavior, not the crying, but the pitching moods. Why is she happy and funny in the kitchen one day, and then the next day, glum and silent? Am I moody too, Sarah wonders? And for a week, she keeps a chart which shows that she's not moody. In October, Susan's English teacher takes the class to the school library and tells them to find a book for their upcoming reports. Susan wanders through the stacks alone. She notices a book, a pea green volume with an intriguing title. It glimmers there on the shelf and she pulls it free. There are chapters about shell shock and hysteria. The chapter on melancholia describes a housewife who neglects her duties, sleeps too much, and cries every day. Susan immediately recognizes that she herself has melancholia, which is in the book on mental illness, meaning that she's mentally ill. At home, she reads the book conspicuously, hoping Mama will notice and ask questions. That doesn't work, and so one day after dinner, Susan asks Mama if they can talk up in the attic. Mama follows her up the stairs. They sit on boxes, and after a moment, Susan has the courage to say, I'm mentally ill. I have melancholia. Mama does not call a doctor or comfort Susan, but advises her to focus less on herself and more on others. Sarah, having crept up the attic stairs to eavesdrop, finds Mama's mild response appalling. Nothing much changes for Susan. More Tappan, more melancholia. 12 years later, you will begin your own junior high odyssey. Tappan will chew you up and spit you out, just as it did to Susan. And then one day a new century will arrive, and you'll all talk about everything that happened at Tappan. You'll sit with Susan, not sharing a chair, but in the same state of mind, and dig through old photos and feelings. You'll be close to Susan, calling her, emailing her, and visiting her in New York. And you will not be a baby. You will know what she went through when you were just a year old. She will tell you things she could not tell anyone while they were happening.